This is one of those rare films that goes from tragic to silly, but it always entertains. The Hunting Party is about three journalists going after a war criminal that nobody can find and nobody can catch. Now, their plan isn't the best in the world, and one of them really doesn't want just an interview. For years, war reporter Simon and his cameraman Duck brought the horrors of conflict to the world through award-winning reporting. One day in Bosnia changes all of that when Simon has a breakdown live on the air. He's fired, and after that, he simply disappears. Duck returns to Bosnia 5 years later as the top cameraman for the network, and he finds his old friend waiting on him. Simon has a lead on the location of the Fox, one of the most notorious and wanted war criminals in the country's history. Duck's young producer joins them on the hunt for a genocidal madman. This movie begins by flashing the line, "Only the most ridiculous parts of the story are true," and it fits. This movie gets ridiculous in the best possible sense. It starts off with Simon and Duck in war. We see graphic, heart-rending images. We understand why Simon just freaks out. But it goes from that gritty story to an espionage-type film, these guys searching for a killer, and there's a lot of comedy in it. I couldn't believe it was happening, and I was enjoying all of the little turns. Now, the director is smart because he uses the jokes and how he sets up the scene to keep us watching the film even when it does all of these different genre turns. I just wanted to see more of it. One of the biggest reasons I enjoyed this movie so much was the chemistry in the Hunting Party itself. Richard Gere makes Simon a completely selfish jerk. We hate this guy through most of the film, but as we learn more about him, we begin to get pulled onto his side. It's Gere's performance that pulls all of that off. And he and Terrence Howard worked together so well that I felt that they were best friends who had a falling out. Howard plays our once wild cameraman, and once again he gives an intelligent, smooth, and funny performance. It really does help that his level-headed take on the character is basically how we connect to this wild story. I was surprised that Jesse Eisenberg, who plays Benjamin, this young producer, did so well with these two heavy hitters. He has a more heavy comedic performance than the others, but he also gives us some serious freakouts when everything goes wrong. The Hunting Party starts with an odd disclaimer because it's based on a true story. Back in 2005, reporters tried to capture a Bosnian war criminal. At the end of the movie, you want to stay for the credits because it shows you which characters are based on real people. It's just insane to see. It's going to surprise you. Now, this is a movie you watch when you want the rush of an action thriller, but without the gun battles or the fights. Just a group of men chasing down a villain with just their words.